Scotland Yard is currently evaluating their potential course of action in response to the emergence of video footage related to the Partygate scandal. As per the footage, it is evident that individuals were engaged in activities such as dancing, socialising and consuming alcoholic beverages, despite the fact that certain restrictions were still active. Scotland Yard has announced that it is currently contemplating the appropriate course of action in response to a recently unveiled video that depicts a gathering that took place in violation of COVID-19 restrictions. The footage, which was not publicly available prior to its release by the Mirror, displays partygoers dancing, colliding with a buffet table, and ridiculing pandemic-related legislation at Conservative campaign headquarters, located in the heart of London. On Sunday, a representative from Scotland Yard made a statement saying that they have seen the video and are currently in the process of evaluating it. As depicted in the exclusive footage, a pair of dancers elegantly whirl past a signage that implores the viewer to maintain a safe distance. The revelation is sure to anger families who have lost loved ones to COVID and will likely revive censure of Mr. Johnson, coming just days after he was denounced for deceiving members of Parliament with regards to gatherings held at number 10 Downing Street, taking place on December 14, 2020. The knees up coincided with several regions of the UK being prohibited from indoor social gatherings. An image of the event circulated widely and was incorporated into a Metropolitan Police investigation in the previous year. Despite the limited evidence available to the police, which consisted solely of still photographs, no violations of the law were discovered, and as such, no financial penalties were imposed. The recently released video provides a new perspective on the situation, prompting the Metropolitan Police to consider its relevance to any ongoing investigations. The event in question was arranged by the campaign staff of Sean Bailey, who was vying for the position of London Mayor at the time. Bailey has since been granted the title of Lord after being appointed by Mr. Johnson to the House of Lords. It is worth noting that Bailey had already departed the gathering before the video was filmed. The focal point of this article is Ben Mallet, who was recently awarded an OBE in Mr. Johnson's list. The footage of Mr. Mallet, who was captured with a glass of red wine in his hand and sporting festive braces, is noteworthy. He served as the campaign director for the Tories during the 2021 London mayoral election and is currently leading the campaign of Moz Hossein, who aims to run in the upcoming mayoral race. This is the initial instance of video evidence of the parties that have infringed upon the regulations in Westminster. The footage displays a karaoke machine with flashing lights, with attendees joking about their violation of the rules. Upon realizing that he is being recorded, one man expresses his dismay with a simple exclamation, "Oh Christ." Another individual inquires if the situation is being captured on film, to which a third person responds that the recording is intended for social gatherings or party use. After making a declaration, the man chuckles and adds, "As long as we don't stream it and make it obvious that we're bending the rules." Following the party, Mr. Johnson declared more stringent measures within a few days. These measures stipulated that individuals residing in regions most affected by COVID would not be permitted to visit their loved ones during Christmas. The emergence of the footage comes at the end of a tumultuous week in which Partygate has at last caught up with the former Prime Minister. In a report released on Thursday, the Privileges Committee concluded that he had repeatedly deceived members of Parliament concerning the flouting of lockdown regulations during gatherings. The committee also made allegations that he was an accomplice in a campaign of harassment and attempted coercion against the 7 members of the committee. According to the committee, if Mr. Johnson had not voluntarily resigned prior to the release of their report, he would have been suspended from Parliament for 90 days. In December 2021, the Daily Mirror released a photograph that depicted the gathering of both volunteers and staff members in close proximity while raising glasses of wine. The photograph also captured the presence of a buffet spread out on trestle tables throughout the room. Last November, an investigation conducted by the Metropolitan Police determined that a photograph alone cannot serve as adequate evidence to establish the occurrence of an offence. During the period in question, a representative for the Metropolitan Police Department noted, After a comprehensive review of all available evidence, it was determined that there was inadequate justification to counter the accounts provided by those present. The evidence presented did not meet the threshold required for further action to be taken. Following the emergence of the picture, Mr. Bailey rendered an unreserved apology for the incident, which resulted in his resignation as the chair of the Police and Crime Committee of the London Assembly. In a post on his Twitter account, he expressed regret for his actions, stating that he had made a grave mistake by giving a speech to his team as they were working hard to keep the citizens of London safe during a difficult time. The tweet read, "I deeply regret my serious error of judgment and want to express my gratitude to my team for their hard work." Just a few days after the much-anticipated UK COVID-19 inquiry commenced, new footage has emerged. Yesterday, there was a statement made by a representative of the Conservative Party. According to the spokesperson, the senior staff of CCHQ became aware of an unsanctioned social gathering that was held in the basement of Matthew Parker Street. This gathering was organised by the Bailey campaign, and it took place on the evening of December 14, 2020. The 4 CCHQ staff who were on loan to the Bailey campaign were subjected to official disciplinary measures. According to a representative for the Sean Bailey campaign, the news being discussed has already been covered in the past. They expressed that they have already offered apologies multiple times for the incident in question. Furthermore, the event had been under the scrutiny of the police for nearly a year. Consequently, the representative asserted that there is no active investigation or inquiry regarding the matter anymore. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.